Hello and welcome to another video of MA Bootcamp. For today's video, we're going to tackle about the difference between the elements and the tags. As we progress on our videos in this series, you'll actually notice me using terms such as elements or tags. But what are those terms are for? So in today's video, I'll tackle mostly things about elements and tags. So technically, an HTML element is sort of collection of a tag. So let me just have here a quick visualization of what I'm trying to say here. So this is a quick example of an HTML element. So as you remember, we have here a p tag, which represents a paragraph, semantically paragraph uh, contents. And we have here at the first part a p tag in which we consider this one as the opening or start tag. And the next one will be the end or the closing tag. Also inside of it are attributes which is class and has a value of a foo. But as of now, those doesn't matter because there are just plain gibberish currently. And inside, in between the start and opening tag and the end or the closing tag, is the content that we wanted the users of our website to see. So this whole containing the opening tag and the closing tag, even the content and the attributes, this is considered a collection of tags, or in easier term, this is what we call an HTML element. Now, as we focus on things such as the opening and the closing tag, like what I've used as a term, these are or these two is what we call the HTML tags. So the opening and the closing HTML element is what we call an HTML tag. But in common usage of the terms in HTML, element and also the element tag, or sorry, the tag, are actually interchangeable. Tag could be an element could be a tag. But for simplicity's sake, in our discussion on our next videos, we're going to make use of the term tag and element as the same thing. So you don't need to be confused on those two things, okay? Because so both will be the same meaning during our next videos. So how can we make use of such HTML tag or element? Actually, let me just copy this one. I have here a sample of two paragraph tags or p tags. Let me just save this one and it will be reflect right here at the right side of my screen or of the screen. And the thing is, as we define such HTML tag or element, those attributes or some attributes, even the HTML tag itself, is actually case insensitive. So let me just make here a quick example and let me just make it blue just to have difference between the two. The first one, I used here a small case p. And the next one, I've used an uppercase P. Let me save this and reload this one. So you can see nothing happens. It is rendered still as a paragraph tag. So HTML is basically case insensitive in terms of naming their HTML elements. But uh, I recommend you people using lowercase for tags and also for attribute names in HTML, since by doing so, you can make your documents or your HTML documents compliant for future upgrades. For example, currently we're on HTML5, and in the future, if we moved into HTML6, we can still comply on those upgrades or updates that's going to happen for HTML6. So I recommend that instead of using uppercase or case insensitive tags, I recommend using small cases. Now, let's differentiate the different types of elements. Okay, so let me just remove this one. And I'll put in here what we call a HR, or a horizontal ruler. And then as I save this one, refresh, you will see here a line. Okay, so at the first part, we have here the paragraph tag. Those tags that has an opening, and here an example of opening, and a closing tag, these are considered, or what we called, container tags, meaning you are containing something within the tags. On the other hand, we have here the HR, which is what we called an empty tag, or in some cases, we call this self-closing tags.